Chapter 1. The Hermetic Philosophy. The lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. From old Egypt came the fundamental esoteric and occult teachings that strongly influenced the philosophies of all civilizations for thousands of years. Egypt, home of the pyramids and the Sphinx, was the birthplace of hidden wisdom. India, Persia, Chaldea, China, Greece, Rome, and other ancient lands all drew from this knowledge, provided by the hierophants and masters of Egypt to those prepared to receive it. Among these masters, one stood out above all, Hermes Trismegistus, revered as the Master of Masters. He was the father of occult wisdom, the founder of astrology, and the discoverer of alchemy. Though the exact details of his life are lost to history, his influence shaped civilizations for millennia. The Egyptians called him Thoth, the Greeks called him Hermes, and his title Trismegistus means thrice great. The Hermetic teachings were never tied to a single country or religion. They emphasized secrecy, careful dissemination, and instruction only for those ready to understand. The teachings were often veiled in allegory, using alchemy, astrology, and symbolism so that only prepared students could grasp their meaning. This ensured the wisdom survived through centuries despite persecution and misunderstanding. These teachings influenced civilizations worldwide. Even the most ancient teachings of India and Persia can trace their roots to Hermetic philosophy. Masters from these lands often traveled to Egypt to learn directly from Hermes's disciples. Over time, the Hermetic principles acted as a unifying thread beneath the diverse spiritual traditions, reconciling seemingly opposing views into a coherent understanding of the universe. The Kybalion presents these Hermetic teachings through maxims, axioms, and precepts. Its purpose is not to provide exhaustive detail, but to give students the foundational principles of Hermeticism. With these principles, students can work out the applications themselves, mastering the mental and spiritual laws that govern the universe. As the text states, "Where fall the footsteps of the master, the ears of those ready for his teaching open wide." Students ready to learn will receive these teachings, while others may not comprehend them. This careful selection ensures that the wisdom is preserved for those capable of understanding it. The Kybalion guides the student toward mastery, providing the master key to the Hermetic laws that underlie all phenomena, encouraging reflection, study, and personal application of these eternal truths. Chapter 2. The 7 Hermetic Principles. The Hermetic philosophy is based on 7 fundamental principles which govern all phenomena in the universe. These principles are the foundation of all Hermetic teachings and provide the student with the keys to understanding the hidden laws of reality. Mastery of these principles allows one to apply them in mental, spiritual, and physical life. The principle of mentalism states, "The all is mind, the universe is mental." Everything that exists originates in the mind of the all, which is the universal consciousness. Understanding that the universe is mental allows the student to grasp that thoughts and mental states influence reality. By mastering one's mind, one can influence the mental plane, shaping their experience and understanding the underlying cause of phenomena. The principle of correspondence states, "As above, so below. As below, so above." This principle highlights the correspondence between the different planes of existence, physical, mental, and spiritual. Observing patterns in one plane can reveal truths in others. The student learns that universal laws operate consistently across all levels, and understanding these correspondences provides insight into hidden truths and the relationships between all things. The principle of vibration states, "Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates." Every object, thought, and emotion vibrates at a specific frequency. By raising one's vibration through mental discipline, meditation, and focus, the student can align with higher planes of existence. Recognizing the vibratory nature of reality allows mastery over one's own mental states and the ability to influence the energy around them. The principle of polarity states, everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. Every quality has an opposite, such as hot and cold, light and dark, love and hate. Understanding this principle allows the student to transform undesirable states into desirable ones. By mentally shifting perspective and recognizing the spectrum of opposites, one can achieve balance and mastery over emotions and circumstances. The principle of rhythm states, everything flows, out and in, everything has its tides, all things rise and fall. Life moves in cycles, and all events follow natural rhythms. Awareness of these cycles allows the student to anticipate changes, adapt to circumstances, and avoid being controlled by external forces. By mastering rhythm, one can maintain stability amidst the swings of fortune, emotion, and circumstance. The principle of cause and effect states, every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. Nothing occurs by chance. Understanding this principle allows the student to trace outcomes to their causes and take deliberate actions to shape reality. Mastery of cause and effect gives the student control over their life, as they learn to act consciously rather than react unconsciously to events. The principle of gender states, gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. These principles manifest in all planes, mental, physical, and spiritual. Balance of masculine and feminine forces within oneself allows creativity, creation, and spiritual growth. Understanding gender in all things enables the student to harmonize energies and achieve completeness. By studying and applying these 7 Hermetic principles, the student gains mastery over themselves and their environment. The principles are the tools for understanding the universe, guiding thought, and influencing the unfolding of events. Mastery comes from study, reflection, and practical application, allowing the student to live in accordance with the hidden laws of nature and attain wisdom, power, and freedom. Chapter 3. Mental Transmutation. Mental transmutation is the art and science of changing one mental state into another. Just as the alchemists sought to transform base metals into gold, the Hermetic student learns to transform undesirable thoughts, emotions, and mental states into higher, more desirable ones. Mastery of this principle is essential for self-mastery and spiritual growth. The mind is like a fluid, capable of being shaped and redirected. Negative emotions such as anger, fear, or doubt are lower vibrations, while love, joy, and understanding are higher vibrations. By consciously controlling and redirecting mental energy, one can elevate thoughts and emotions. This process is the foundation of personal development and mental mastery. Hermetic students practice mental transmutation through concentration, visualization, and mental discipline. The process begins with awareness, identifying undesirable thoughts or feelings. Next comes transformation, consciously focusing the mind to shift these lower energies into higher ones. Finally, the student maintains the elevated state through continued focus, meditation, and disciplined thinking. For example, an individual feeling fear can transform that fear into courage by mentally envisioning strength and control. A feeling of anger can be converted into patience and understanding through reflection and conscious redirection. By applying mental transmutation regularly, one develops control over emotions and achieves a state of mental equilibrium. The Hermetic philosophy teaches that all mental states are vibrations. By learning to raise and harmonize these vibrations, the student aligns with higher planes of existence. Mastery of mental transmutation allows not only personal growth, but also the ability to influence circumstances and events by controlling thought energy. Mental transmutation is the key to freedom from negative influences. By understanding and applying this principle, the student attains control over the mind and, consequently, over life itself. Like the alchemist, the Hermetic student transforms base elements into gold, cultivating wisdom, peace, and mastery through the power of the mind. Chapter 4. The All. The Hermetic concept of the All is the foundation of all existence. The All is the infinite, eternal, boundless, and immutable principle which transcends comprehension. It is the source of all things, the ultimate reality, and the underlying essence of the universe. Everything that exists is a manifestation of the All, and nothing exists outside of it. The All is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. It is beyond name, form, and human understanding. Words cannot adequately describe the All, for it is the origin and cause of everything. The Kybalion teaches that the universe and all phenomena are expressions of the All's infinite mind, manifesting through the principles of Hermetic philosophy. Everything in existence, every thought, emotion, and material object is an aspect of the All. The universe itself is a mental creation of the All, existing within its infinite mind. By understanding this, the student grasps that nothing happens by chance. All events, laws, and forces are expressions of this ultimate consciousness. The Hermetic student seeks to comprehend their connection with the All. Awareness of this unity allows the student to live in harmony with universal laws. By aligning thoughts and actions with the principles of the All, one achieves balance, wisdom, and power over their mental and spiritual life. Though the All is the source of all, it cannot be fully comprehended. Human minds can only understand aspects and reflections of the All. Hermetic teachings encourage students to study, meditate, and experience these truths personally, recognizing that complete understanding is beyond mortal capacity, but that progress in knowledge is attainable. The study of the All is essential for mastery of the Hermetic philosophy. By contemplating its infinite nature, students learn the unity of existence and the underlying mental structure of the universe. Through this understanding, one gains insight into the workings of reality, cultivating wisdom, self-mastery, and the power to navigate life with purpose and clarity.